Hey everyone, Hunt here, or Forever Lego Studios. I am joined with...
Raiden.
Again, the delay. I'm joined with Braden, and if you didn't know, today this video that is going up is June 6th. And if you didn't know, on 2016, June 6th, last year, was our first video that first went up. So, the day of this video, we've been on YouTube for one whole year. So we decided to make a special video of a Q&A video that we have never done, and so this is gonna be a special day. So we have a few questions that we asked written on this, and we're gonna go off, and then we're gonna tell the story of how we met. So we're ready?
Yes.
Okay. First question is, what is our favorite Lego set that we own? So, like, it doesn't matter if it's Star Wars, Marvel, or DC. It's just our favorite set in general.
Well, that's a tough one because I kind of thought we would do like a favorite Star Wars set, or Marvel set, or a DC set.
Well, that wasn't the question. The question was just, what's your favorite?
Dang it.
The person who commented was not very specific. It was just a favorite.
Dang it.
Okay.
It is, I mean, this is my holy grail in my collection. This is my Lego 2014 AT-AT. That is my holy grail of my collection, and I'm proud to have it.
I'm excited for the new one that comes out, The Last Jedi. For my favorite set would have to be the UCS Slave One. I love that thing. I got it for a graduation gift. Definitely my favorite set out of all my whole entire Lego collection. So, excuse my dog. Not my dog, my brother's dog, but he's barking at a person. If you hear that in the background. Next question is, what is the hardest part to make videos?
The editing.
Yes, very much the editing.
I mean, I'm not here when he does the editing for the videos, but because I'm basically just a prop.
He's the noodle top.
But yeah, I'm not here, so I don't know how it feels when he's going through all the trouble of just editing the crap out of his videos.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I edit a lot of my videos. There are videos where I just record and I just upload it. Mainly for reviews, just because that's very easy. Where so most of my videos I do edit. It might not seem as it, but I do. Editing is so annoying. Some people would say actual recording is annoying, but that's a different story. Next is, which is the best Lego set in general that we would recommend for anyone, Lego fan or anyone?
Very, very, very tough one. Very tough, because there's been a lot of good ones over the years. But one I would probably recommend, like right now, that's out right now, is the new Lego Star Wars Darth Vader transformation set. But it's a tough call, because there are really some good ones that I would definitely recommend, but you can only pick one. So that's why, for those of you who don't know, my birthday is June 9th, and this set came out about a couple days ago, and I have been requesting on and on and on that I would want this set, for my birthday. So that's why I'm such a fan of this Lego set, and that's why I strongly recommend it. But it's still a tough call, because that's only a Lego set I would only recommend for this year, not for Lego sets that have come out in the past.
I have two. Originally I was going to say the UCS Millennium Falcon, but I'm going to go more recent. I still buy. My recommendations is buy either the Millennium Falcon that came for The Force Awakens, or the Poe Dameron's X-Wing. Right here. Not the blue and gray one, the black and orange one. This is such an awesome set, and so is the actual Millennium Falcon. Those are my two recommendations for anyone who, is asking questions like, which one would you recommend? I would say the Millennium Falcon over the X-Wing, but if you're short on money, I would go for the X-Wing. They're really cheap now. Like, I can pick one up for like $60. They're not expensive at all.
I still got mine when it was $75.
Yeah, that's because you bought it at Target.
Yeah.
Target has some good deals, but sometimes they'll
rip you off.
But next question is, it's a weird one. Some of our friends, some random ones. If you were a tree, which one would you be?
That sounds like
Riley.
a Dr. Seuss rhyme. You kind of
David said that. I think that's what I was going for.
If you were a tree, which
Which
one would you be?
I'd be a
That's-
banana tree. I love those bananas. No, seriously, I would be a banana tree though.
Well, since we're going for fruit, I'd rather be an apple tree because I love apples. Apples and
I
oranges.
like apples. I like those apples and bananas. Yes. Wait, Braden. Oh no. Oh no.
Why does that still get me? You're darn lucky I'm not having a big gulp of water in my mouth, otherwise I wouldn't all over your face.
Yeah, and most of my liquors would probably get wet. Next is, what cheese represents you?
I kind of like the cheese. What's the cheese called where it's like white and yellow?
Colby Jack.
Colby Jack. I usually eat that on my
Those are good.
cheese and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Mine I would say normal Colby. Those are good. If not Colby, I would say Swiss. Next one.
Swiss is not my favorite.
Swiss has got a sweet flavor. Next is Pepsi or Coke.
Pepsi.
Coke.
Civil War.
Coke. Soda Civil War. Okay. Next is, what robotic limb would you have if you had an accident and get to choose the limb?
I'd have the Winter Soldier metal arm.
I'd have the.
Because then I could use it to catch footballs with. Amazingly, one-handedly. Got it!
I would choose the Anakin Skywalker one, where it's like cuts off right here. He's got the right hand. That's my opinion. What is our favorite buildable figure? That's the last normal question.
This was a hard one. It was either the Short Trooper or the Death Trooper. I'm gonna go with Death Trooper.
Definitely a cool one. My favorite would have to be Commander Cody. I just got this guy a week ago, and he's my favorite. As some of you may know, he's my favorite clone trooper.
I think
Star Wars.
Commander Greed is the best.
Commander Cody.
Commander
Commander Cody didn't get decapitated by Yoda.
Yeah, but I still like the look of his costume.
Which one? The camouflage or the normal?
The Revenge of the Sith one.
Yeah, that's the camouflage. Again, I apologize for the dogs. Those dogs. Next we're gonna
Those
call
Doges.
the Doges.
The Doges.
They're not dogs or doggos. It's Doges. But we're gonna say the story of how we met. I think that'd be a cool one.
Commented, asking if how we met. So,
And also a few friends have been asking us. We're gonna do our first point of views of how we met.
you go first.
Okay. My grandma lives in an apartment, and I, of course, it was like 2000. When was it?
2010, 2011, I believe. Yeah.
But I was little, and I still go to my grandma's because it's fun. But I went to my grandma's house like every ordinary person does, each time I go, I usually go to the park that's right next to a church in the apartments. So one day I was like, "Hey, can we go over to the park?" And she said it was fine. She had my great uncle come with us, so we went over to the park. We were there for an hour or so, and we were just playing at the park, and then we were playing basketball. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see a random boy.
Random boy.
A random boy with a Lego set. And he walks up, he's like,
Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Let's go out and play. Come on, man.
that almost sounds like the Yoda from Seagulls. He was like, "Hey, do you mind if I play with you?" I'm like, "Sure. I have no problem with that." And he's like, "Okay, thank you." He's like, "My name is Braden." I'm like, "Oh, howdy, Braden. My name's Hunter Scott." Yes. No, but I did.
With a country accent.
But I did say, my name is Hunter, and he's like, "Here, you want to see this?" I'm like, "Hey, I have the same exact one." So I looked at it. I'm like, "Yeah, this is the same one I have." I'm like, "So wait, you like Legos?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Do you like Star Wars?" We're like, "Yep." Like, boom, our friendship clicked. So we played at the park for a little bit longer. Then he took me back to his house. Not in a creepy way. Not in a creepy way.
Don't say it like that.
He and his mom live literally across the street from my grandma. And we went back to his house. He brought out some Legos to show me. We played around for a bit. Then I went back inside, and each time I came back to my grandma's house, we'd come and play. You want to say your point of view before we finish the story?
It's somehow basically similar to how you told it. I did have a Lego set. It was one of the original Luke the Land Speeders, and
It's right down there. It's right down there.
It was I just bought it the same day, and I saw this little bozo playing at the park, and there was a park like right next to our apartment complex. So I would walk over and I said hi to him, and nothing strange. I'm just trying to make.
Howdy, cowboys! Come sit on me. I'm a stool. Lego movie.
Stop it.
Okay, continue.
God. Sit on me.
So I saw the opportunity for a Lego movie joke. I saw the opportunity. I took it.
Anyway, I went over. It was at the point where I needed friends because I was lonely.
That sounds pretty sad.
It was sad. It would have been sad for you. So I went over and we basically talked, and he had asked me like, "You like Star Wars, like Legos and all that?" And I said, "Yeah, I like it." So then we played for a while, and then we that's how we basically met, off of Lego Star Wars sets. And then about
So Legos and binds us.
2 years later, I had moved. He did not know about it. I did not tell him. He had no idea about it. And I feel very bad because I had remembered him after I moved, because I didn't see Aiden. I didn't see him for like the next 3 or 4 years, I think.
4 years.
Probably about 4 years. And then, what do you know, back in 2014, after the summer after 2014, I go to Aiden's house, and Aiden, if you're watching this,
You know the story.
yeah. So
In this time, I have no idea. I just stopped going over to his house, knocking. I just thought.
So he found a new best friend.
Although this was the weirdest thing. Okay, the day before he went to Aiden's house for a meeting thing that we went to as well. That's how we met up again. But the day before, we went to a restaurant downtown called Daphne's. Or not Daphne's, Mama's Arcade.
Oh, yeah.
Weirdest thing. We're eating there for breakfast, and all of a sudden, this kid comes in. We're finishing our meal. We're paying for it. We're paying all that. And this kid comes in with his mother and someone else. And they come in, and I'm like, I'm in my mind, I'm like, I don't recognize that guy. Like, who is he? He sits down. I look over to him. I'm like, he looks so familiar. And we're getting up. I'm like, I think that was Brayden.
Why didn't you walk up to me and say hi?
I couldn't remember because I didn't want to accidentally walk up to a random kid and say, howdy.
Well, I'm sure I would have recognized you if you said... Well, not like if you said, howdy! If you would have just said hi, I would have recognized you. So this was the day before?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Then the next day, I pondered it that day. The next day, I knew about the meeting, and we went. I open the door, and I see Aiden talking to someone. And he turns around, like, Brayden? And I was like, what? I was like, I haven't seen you in years!
And the one thing that really kind of made me feel, wow, it really has been a long time, is that when he and I first met, he had a very, very childish voice. Like,
I had a high-pitched voice.
He had like a voice of an 8 or 5-year-old.
I can go really high with my voice when I was younger. Really high.
It was basically, I remember the voice, and I still remember his little kid voice, and My voice, I don't know, is my voice kind of changing a little?
It's a little deeper.
It's getting a little deeper.
It's not as light or
Yeah.
high as it was.
Let that be a lesson to your kids. When you get older, your voice will change. So,
A lesson for our kids. Your voice will change.
So, I saw him, and the first time I heard him speak after so many years, I'm like, wow, you really have changed, because his voice was very, very deep, and
My voice is very deep.
it was still the same when I first saw him again. So that's one thing that kind of made me think, like, wow, it really has been a long time.
So that night, while they were having the meeting, Aiden, Drake, Ethan, Braden, and me were playing
We're all
around.
just catching up.
We're just sitting there catching up, trying to find.
So many years.
Then he told me, he's like, "Yeah, I moved." I'm like, "I did not know that." I kind of figured, like after a few weeks, but we caught up, and then we just been friends ever since. So there was one in time where we.
It was basically like a friends reunion, kind of.
The next time at the next meeting, I walk. It's at Aiden Drake's house again, and I open the door, and there he is showing Aiden this Lego set. He's like, "Buddy," comes up to him and gives me a hug. I'm like, "Howdy, Braden."
Well, what's wrong with that? You and I are best friends. You know, what's wrong with hugging each other?
Nothing. Yeah.
It's not weird.
But,
it's not weird. We're like brothers.
Pretty much. So after that, we stayed in touch. We were like best friends. Still have. Probably will. Still always.
We'll still pick on each other.
Yes. That's our that's what our friendship is like. We like making fun of each other.
We make fun of Aiden sometimes, and he makes fun of us.
Yes, very much so. At this time, he calls me Stinky. I don't know why. Randomly, one day, he's like, "Howdy, Stinky." I'm like, what did you just call me? He's like, "Stinky." Like, I'm not Stinky. How would you know? I just took a shower. How do you know? He's like, "No, it's just your new nickname." I'm like, "Oh." Well,
I know what your mommy calls you.
Hug Bug.
Yes.
Everyone calls me that.
No, I thought that was only your mom that called you
No,
that.
everyone calls me that.
Yeah, because we all figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after I found it out, I started calling you that all the time.
Yeah. But that is the story of how we met. Of course, we're friends to this day. No, he's not my friend. But we've been friends ever since, and we'll always. So that's the story of how we met. That is that's probably going to be wrap it up for the Q&A. Sorry for the lighting. We kind of planned it out to be earlier in the day, but didn't work out. So that's going to be the end for this Q&A video. If you want us to do it again, maybe for next year's anniversary, for being on YouTube for 2 years, let us know, because that'd be this is really fun for us. So hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please hit that like button for being on YouTube, for us being on YouTube for a whole year. And if you're at all new to this channel, definitely think about hitting that subscribe button. We have some awesome videos throughout the whole year, and some more videos coming out soon. So definitely stay tuned and definitely hit that subscribe button. And I do want to give a huge
If
thank
you guys want to see a video of Hunter belly flopping in a pool, please subscribe.
Oh dear gosh! A week later, I've got a bunch of subscribers. Oh dear.
Well, you got a pool, and I've seen you belly flop.
Yeah, and it hurts.
I'm not saying do it multiple times.
Oh,
That was just a joke, people.
Here's a joke. 100 likes on this video, and I'll do a belly flop. Okay, moving on. But I do want to thank you all, guys, for making this channel what it is. But I will see you guys in another video. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Bye-bye.